Let's look at Zero and say, we're in.
We're in.
We're in. And inside, it is vast. It is marvelous. It is horrifying. There's lots of things in here. You can't see him, but you can feel as if he's pointing towards a certain corridor across the room. He goes, "There's something in there."
I start walking towards it.
Littered down these halls you can't even see the floor through the amount of skeletons and debris that are littering this entire castle. More so than what you even saw in the, especially you two, your travels throughout the city. There seems to be more bones inside the castle than there are outside of the city.
What do I see?
Oof, you see a lot of fucking shades. A lot of those distorted, shadowy figures everywhere. Some are huddled in corners. Others are standing over bones. Some are casually walking around as if they don't know otherwise what to do. But it is littered for you.
I feel like none of the souls have ever left this city.
And so,
there's a corridor.
okay. You watch as Amon crosses, and Amon, you enter this large part of the castle itself where it easily goes up about 200 feet as far as the ceiling. Large chandelier that's all kinds of broken and shattered debris and stairwells leading up the north side. The corridor you're heading to is more of the easterly side. And there's a smaller door, but it is another door that's seemingly designed and decorated like the exterior door to get in.
Come on. Come on.
I'm opening this door.
Yeah, door reacts to your blood and it opens up. And the rest of you guys are watching just Amon walk through this. Yeah, he's just walking, and doors are opening for him.
How's the light in here?
It is very...
Because it's getting dark, right? Because we traveled all day, and it's getting dark. So how's the light inside the...
It's dark. Even for those with dark vision...
Like, dark?
It is dark.
I'm stepping out for 1 minute.
I'm going to look at Carib. Do you have any light that way you can... I have a torch.
Yeah, I have one too, but the last time I lit up anything, it attracted more skeletons. And I'm looking around going, and this place is full of spirits. Can you not see?
I don't see spirits.
Well, can you see in the dark?
I can see.
I suggest we, how about your friend?
You know that dog is outside.
John, does Will have night vision?
Sure.
I'm back.
Will,
So,
you have dark vision, right?
No, my race does not have that version.
He does not have dark vision.
So, Jacko, yeah, if we can deal without the light for a little bit longer, I just don't want to alarm our position because we don't know what's in here.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Zero, just stay close. What race is Amelia?
She's human.
She's here, so she has no vision either. Okay. So
I guess
you watch Amelia. I'll watch Jack. I'll watch Zero.
All right, Amelia, stay close. I'm on.
Keep the lights off for now, guys.
You can hear her heavy breathing. She's like,
But who's watching the monkey? That's
Bruce
the question.
he's a free agent.
Ah.
Doesn't Bruce emit a little bit of a glow?
Not enough to where it casts any kind of light. It's mainly just like a soft hue around his outline.
Got it.
I use presentation to make myself glow a little. I think
go.
I can do that. Not exactly like a light, but I can make myself like...
Prestidigitation lets you create some simple light for a moment.
Some simple light, so I just make it so I glow a little bit. As long as I continue, like, as I concentrate on it, I think I can just keep it going for a bit.
Yeah, you can walk around with like mini fireworks in your hand.
Light
Not
up,
like
light
so
up
much
your
mini
shoes,
fireworks.
Will. Get
I
light
light
up
up my
shoes.
shoes. I light up my shoes like Heelys, like really cool Heelys. I light that shit up.
So meanwhile, Amon, how far is Amon from us?
He's across this area, so he's probably about 80 feet or so out. And he's went through, opened the next door, and is just moving down. Which in that case, Amon, Billie Jean is like, there's some pretty good shit all over here. But
Want to
definitely,
take over?
sure.
Go ahead. Do you, bro?
Okay. So this room that was not lit before, you watch as Carib, you're familiar with the heat that Billie Jean gives off, and it just basically flares up around through different candelabras and whatever things are still available on the walls that haven't crumbled, light up with flames as across the hall, Jacko and Mrs. Zero, you see that there's this new form of just a darkened skin, taller, demonic-looking figure with long black hair and these deep fangs and these kind of like flame-like glowing hands. That's walking.
And he
down
basically
halls.
just lit up the room.
Yeah, he basically cast an aura that lit up anything that would allow to be lit at the point. So you guys can all see now.
All right.
And he is walking down the hall. You kind of notice that he looks back, and you guys can see the teeth and the jagged horns and everything about him. And he nods at you guys, and he continues his walking down the halls.
And I look over at both.
Let's get going.
I look over at both of them like, and that's Billie Jean.
I like it.
You did. We mentioned it in the cart.
Very helpful.
I met him in the cart. Remember when he turned on the what you call it? Well, okay,
Whenever
so I don't know his
he
name.
made the horses, Ghost Rider horses.
Could have sworn he introduced himself that.
I remember that.
All right, then I won't say Billie Jean, and I'll be like, and that's the other guy.
Demons, angels, whatever it is, as long as we get out of here.
As long as there's treasure.
As long as there's treasure, as long as there's help, that's what I meant to say.
Oh yeah, and along these bodies, you guys can see different. There's a few coin purses. There's random like bags that don't seem to have decayed. That could have some stuff in it, but Billie Jean is gone out of sight, leaving you guys there in that chamber currently.
Can I do an investigation? What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find any hints that might lead towards what I'm here for.
Sure.
So that first one was a 12, and the second one was 12. In this particular room, that's what I'm trying to check out.
Along the walls that, without them being lit before, you wouldn't be able to see, but there are intricate carvings of what looks to be servants and kings, what looks to be, figures tracking stars and pulling life from things. There's even odd constellations that you haven't seen, but one of them matches that dragon constellation that you found before in that cavern. And there's a few that resemble your father pretty well, without the chains, without the fur, but just the general iconography looks like your father, while other iconography looks almost identical to Amon.
Amon's my daddy.
Gross.
No way.
All right.
All right.
So Amon, you're in the backseat right now as Billie Jean's kind of driving. And you see he's going through different halls, and it's odd because he seems to know where he's going. He seems to be going to somewhere specific.
You've been here before.
I told you I had other work I was attending to.
Okay, so let me know how you've been here before.
time is ever flowing, energy is ever consistent, and another laugh. Really, that's all I can say.
You were
And we,
inhabiting another somebody, or this was actually you?
No, this was my life before. Yeah.
So you've lived here.
Oh, I did more than lived here, and you
You,
watch as without him even having to need to excrete blood, he wipes through this larger door and more intricate than some of the others you've passed. And by this time, he's been going down different, you know,
so I pretty much left
hallways.
up.
Yeah, there you've left them, and he opens and there's this. You're not sure how to really even process what you're seeing because there's machinery and different things that you are not familiar with. There are glass containers, there's pipings and wires, and there's strange stone structures mixed in with it as well, all leading to various different pedestals. And he begins walking towards one that's kind of more centralized in the back of it. And that's what we'll come back over to the guys here. So you guys are doing what? While Billie Jean is off on his own.
I'm gonna start walking, following Amon.
Mhm.
And while I'm walking, I'm just gonna command Bruce to start picking up anything that seems valuable and stuffing it in our pockets.
Before you even commanded Bruce, he already knows how the business runs. So the moment that everything lit up and he saw coin and different jewels in other spots, that's what he dumped out the bananas in his backpack and started filling it with whatever he could.
hilarious.
Well, he can also stuff our backpacks too. Is what I'm.
Gotcha. So yeah, he'll make sure to bring back.
He's gonna make sure that we're carrying, even if we don't have a chance to pick it up ourselves.
For sure. So you follow through Amon. Now, would you have immediately followed him, or would you have kind of been looking around first and then followed him after a few moments?
I'm a ways behind him. I mean,
Okay.
he's definitely ahead.
Roll just straight D20 for me. Just make it easy.
Natural one.
Natural one. Yeah.
Yes.
You are amazed that after years, you're finally in the castle. There's no way in a million years you guys would have guessed that blood was a key. And now it's kind of interesting because, okay, there were some things that we left behind because we could not open. We just thought they were decorative boxes. Maybe those were like personal chests. And you're kind of in deep thought of this and you're not paying attention. You have gone down a separate hall and stairwell from what you thought Amon had gone down. So you are effectively in your own space now, away from the group.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Zero and Carib. I'm sorry, Carib. What did you roll? Oh wait. I already. Never mind. I forgot that you already did your check. So what are you two doing now? That everything's lit up. Both Billie Jean and Jocko are now gone.
So I'm just going to start looking around for anything that kind of catches my eye, anything magical, anything that just seems off about the place, maybe.
Okay. Roll perception.
Natural 1, 6.
Goodness. Same as Jocko, you are just mind blown that years of work, all you had to do was get someone to bleed on the door. And your mind begins, you're more of a thinker than Jocko is. You're like, what? Is it just anyone's blood? Because the other guys didn't work. Is it specific? Does it have to do with lineages? Like, you begin connecting string theories all over the place and then are caught off guard by the riches just at your feet. You can make hundreds of chips and still not clear out this area. And you are completely focused and enamored by that.
Perfect.
I actually want to talk to Amelia.
Okay.
I'm going to be right back.
So, Amelia, our mission was to find out more about the attack and whatever it is that possessed my father. Does any of this ring a bell in any of the readings that you've had?
She's having some, harsh breathing. She's like, and honestly, Sora was the reader. I just came along for the ride, remember? But and she kind of gives a quick look over some walls, and she's like, "There's my D20." She's looking. She goes, "Honestly, none of this really makes sense. There's a horned guy there, a beefy guy that looks like your dad that we killed there, and then just I don't even know. Like I'm not sure."
All right. On the walls were towards the sigils of my father.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a corridor or anything in that direction?
There,
Or the main corridor, just the one that Amon went down, and then where also Jacko went down.
so
I'm
next to where basically the wall where you see the iconography that reminds you of your father, there is not, or there would be a corridor if there wasn't debris and rubble that's filling that space currently.
So the only possible passageway is straight ahead, where I saw both Amon and Jacko kind of disappear to.
Correct.
I tap Mr. Zero on the back and I say, "Hey, it's dangerous enough to be in here alone. We don't know the terrain. We should probably try to find your friend and my idiot of a partner who, yet again, has taken off and is probably going to kill himself this time. I don't think there's enough rope to save him."
I kind of get out of my own head and I say I agree. Let's look for them right now.
I mean, now you know how. Now at least we know how to get in here. So all of this, we can figure out how to divide it later. I'm not even that interested in it right now.
Agreed.
Both of you roll me a d20, please. Flat d20.
D20. I natural 10.
And an 8.
All right. You guys both equally as lost as the other two. You see footprints heading in two separate directions. Choose left or right.
Left.
Okay.
Left it is.
You start making your way down this.
And I'm helping Amelia along, right? Because I don't.
Yeah,
want to
Amelia's following.
Oh, shit, I forgot about Amelia.
Bruce is also kind of with Amelia, even though he's still picking up treasure. He's kind of staying with her.
Okay.
So they're kind of like their own little duo now. So you guys go ahead and head towards the left corridor, and it kind of spirals down a little bit through this walkway, and there's various doors on either end, but you can see that the footprints are still leading forward. Mm-hmm. And you guys make it to this large ornate iron door with some of the same blood iconography on it, and you can see Amon and Billie Jean standing at the back of this room, where there's similar. Mr. Zero, you're familiar with technology, but even this is more extravagant and bizarre than you're used to. There are, different metals, materials, pipings, wires, and even conductors and stone artifacts that are connected in ways that you're completely unfamiliar with. Carib, this catches you off guard because you have not seen anything like this. Even at your own city that is very progressive with its own runic systems of getting heated water and making life simpler and easier, it is primitive compared to this. Seems alien to you overall. And there are these glass vats. Some of them are broken. Some of them are still with some kind of fluid in it. And Billie Jean and Amon are standing at the end of it. Before we go further than that, I'm going to jump real quick back to Jacko, my bad. You're lost in thought, but you're having fun, and by the time you really recall, you find yourself in this, what you can imagine was probably used as some sort of animal pen back when this was in, Buston Castle. But it's iconography of large serpents, not just like horses or general. They're large serpents are depicted everywhere in here. You can see where there's like oddly large nests. There's different, kind of caverns and even like whole systems. And in the middle of it, there is this large stone spherical object that's sitting there.
I'm gonna approach it.
Okay. You realize that it's kind of on this little pedestal that isn't really elevated off. It's just a very small pedestal that's kind of level to the ground that has this light, almost fluorescent purple, semi-teal kind of humming glow that comes from the base of it and encapsulates this stone object.
It's stone as far as I can tell.
As far as you can tell, it looks like some kind of stone object.
Can I look at it a little closer?
Yeah, even up close, it looks like you can see these small like ridges that kind of go up the sides of it, and like every now and then there's like a striation pattern to it, but it looks like either some type of carved stone or just some kind of stone dropping that's here.
I'm gonna touch it.
Okay. So your hand pierces through this veil of this fluorescent purple teal, and it dissipates. It almost, the moment your hand goes in, it fades away, and this stone thing there, as you begin to touch it, the stone crumbles and flecks off almost like a petrification system, and beneath it is a large egg.
Okay.
Large.
How large? Like ostrich? Like
I think it's bigger than ostrich. It's
Super ostrich?
Beach ball size.
Baseball size?
Beach
ball.
Oh.
Yoga ball size.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna
Touch it.
I'm gonna take it.
Touch it,
Can I
sorry.
take it and put it in my backpack?
It wouldn't fit in your backpack. It's much too large for that, but you can certainly carry it. I will say when you go to grab it, you're expecting a firm egg, and it is a soft membrane-ish type of egg that you grab.
Oh.
It's not
Maybe I
gooey,
should've-
it feels leathery, and it's just, you can, whenever you grab it, it sort of compresses a little bit, but it doesn't like puncture or anything.
Okay. So I can pick it up without damaging it.
As long as
Alright,
you're
I'm
not
gonna pick-
attacking with it.
I'm gonna pick it up and head back and just to show Zero what I found because it's exciting.
During the time that you're doing that, we'll jump back over to them. So, Mr. Zero and Carib, you're in this room with Billie Jean on the other side of it, and he's messing with some sort of container, and you can tell that he's mumbling to himself, which you're expecting or assuming that he's speaking with Amon inside of his head.
Hey,
So, what you doing?
And he kind of turns to you, and he looks at you and goes, "Simply reclaiming what's mine."
you've got something of yours that's here.
All of this is mine.
So you've been here before.
Yeah.
So then you know what happened to my father here?
Yeah. I don't know time.
Well, weren't you going to tell me at any point? I mean, you've been listening in the entire time. You know why we came here.
I know why I came here. I could give a rat's ass why you came here.
Right. Do you want to explain to me a little bit about what might have happened here? Why do I see all the spirits?
Not really. And he turns his back to
Suggestion
you.
on Billie Jean.
Okay, what are you suggesting?
I suggest you tell us what you're keeping from us.
Is that a saving throw?
Yes, I don't try to figure out what it is right now.
What is it?
Give me one quick second. Ooh, things just got
Nice.
Remember when I was telling you the guys I don't trust?
Wisdom saving throw
Wisdom
against my
saving
DC.
throw. Okay,
Yeah.
what's the DC?
DC of. Sorry, my dog is going batshit crazy right now for some reason. It is a 14.
19.
Fucker! Oh wait! Damn it! I should have casted a. Never mind. Whatever. It's fine.
Okay.
It is what it is.
So you suggest it goes, and you watch as he kind of turns to you and goes, you know what? On second thought.
Wait a minute. On a failed save, it pursues the curse of the action you described to the best of its ability. So it still tries to do it, just doesn't do it. To the best that it can. Failed save. Oh wait, on a save. No. I read that incorrectly. My bad. You're good. No.
Okay.
Ignore.
On second, he does turn to you though, and he goes, second thought. I was planning on saving this for later, but I guess there's no time like the present. And he's going to go ahead and reach over at a pedestal that's next to the thing that he's saying to, and he's going to go ahead and kind of scribe in some markings, and you guys watch as the floor level and the ceiling level begin to light up in this oddly iridescent kind of lighting around. And what you guys are standing in are basically a cloning room, because you can see that with their skeletons inside of some of these vats, there's liquids with partially decayed embryos and things, and on the back wall there is another body of Amon, but slightly larger and kind of with some markings etched into its skin, similar to Carib, your father's tattoos.
You said his father's what?
My father's tattoos.
His father's tattoos.
Oh, okay. I heard something completely different. Cool.
And so Amon, Billie Jean kind of speaks up to you and he goes, I appreciate the rat, but you're free to drive from here. And you feel as not Amon, but Billie Jean forcefully begins to remove himself from your body, giving you the reins once more. And Carib, for the first time, you're seeing this twisted demonic form pull out of Amon. You two don't see this. You guys are just watching as this body tightens up and goes from full demonic form, slowly shrinking back.
Is there that body that Amon's looking thing, is that in a tube of some sort?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So continue what you were saying.
And so it
because I want to ready an action.
Go for it.
I want to ready a bolt. I want to ready a bolt.
Okay. Noted. So you've readied a bolt. It pulls the remainder of it out, and you watch as it almost like climbs out of his mouth, and it covers the entire vat itself before sinking into it.
Fire.
And okay, fire away.
I want to destroy the vat. Before is he in it yet? Is he in the vat yet?
He's dissipated into the vat. Yes.
Yeah, I'm firing at the vat.
Roll for damage.
Have I caught up at this point?
You will just be walking up the hallway at this point. Yes, as while this is happening. So you're watching as Mr. Zero is watching in this lit room. You've now seen Carib aim and fire a bolt as Amon is now there. 14? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not even paying attention to that. I'm just bringing this egg to Zero.
Yeah.
Like, Zero, look at this egg.
Sorry, look at the gift I just put. That's exactly what you're doing
so
right now.
the arrow itself, or the bolt, slams into the vat and it shatters and the fluid and everything comes rushing out. During this time, Amon, I need you to roll me a d4, please. Two? 1 second.
By the way, I kind of want to look back over at Mr. Zero and give him a warning, like, "Yo, okay, give him a quick."
So So Amon, as Billie Jean rips himself from your body and now moves over to it, your vision gets dark. But not in the sense of you blacking out. It's you cannot see any longer right now. Whatever Billie Jean ripped himself from you, he has taken something from you as well, and currently that is your sight. So you are blind for the duration of everything that's going to be happening. You feel the rush of liquid. You hear the bolt whiz by and glass shatter. And during this process, you feel something move past you very fast. I need all three of you to make a perception check, please. Carib, Jacko, and Mr. Zero.
Nat 20.
11.
3.
You're still holding your egg. You can't see past the egg.
I'm all about this
He's
egg.
like,
Okay, so you fire your bolt and you watch as the shattering happens and the liquid comes through and you're waiting to see the response. You see almost like Carib. You see as if air or the water itself momentarily flickers, but then it's back to where it was. It still kind of flowing out. But Mr. Zero, on the other hand, being ready by Carib is all eyes focusing on everything, and you watch that the moment before the bolt impacts, the eyes of the other Amon opens, and it is that pure black pitchness that you had seen Amon's eyes go before across the dinner table. And in the split second of the shatter, that body moved out of the vat. The same moment that glass broke. You also feel the air rush by you, and you get this momentary fear as if you're expecting something to happen, but it doesn't. Instead, Jacko, you feel resistance against you walking forward more, and as you're trying to figure out, you're like, I know Mr. Zero is right there. Maybe he met me halfway. You look around the egg, and this larger, scarier looking Amon that has these carved runics into its body is grasping the egg, and you're watching from his side this translucent light begin to wrap around the egg, and from within it, you feel movement, thrashing. And it begins hard to carry, and you drop it, and from it bursts forth this skeletal snake that begins slamming itself around on the ground. And everyone roll initiative.
Oh boy.
So I'm thinking.
That was my egg. 16.
12.
I look at you and I say, our egg.
17, by the way, but you fucking suck.
Bueno.
10.
Oh, shit. All right, I'm gonna roll on the Shadow's Wake, John.
What? Oh, gotcha.
Oh, I got a nat 1.
So what's your
I got
total?
a nat 1 too, Will.
Jesus.
Good job, buddy. Hilarious.
Well, I know I'm going first.
Starting strong, guys.
Bueno. So Will, what was your total, and Sawyer, what was your total?
Nat 1, 4 in total.
4. Okay. Jesus. Okay.
We're at an initiative. I'm at a 20.
Okay.
Nat 1?
Dirty 20. All right. Well, with that, just to kind of give you guys a refresher, then. So, Billie Jean just went and exploded out of the little container.
So we're not doing intros or recap.
What? Okay, I'm gonna recap for you because you forget things. You're gonna be like, well, that's not fair because I don't remember. Billie Jean popped out of the container after you left your body, leaving you blinded. Do you remember that part?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're blinded. He went up to Jacko, who was holding the egg, put his hand on the egg, and made a whole little skeleton snake pop out and is writhing around. And that's kind of where we've gone ahead and rolled initiative there. So, with that being said,
this is all legit.
This is all legit. You're the only one that saw that after Carib shot his crossbow bolt at the tank that Billie Jean had went into. You're the only one that saw that he had zipped past you in almost a nanosecond from when that bolt hit. And it's now standing behind all of you guys as Jocko's was holding a giant squishy egg.
How squishy?
Now it was a bone snake.
Like a squishy egg. Yeah, now there's a decent size, like 6.5 foot long, like bone serpent that kind of fell out of it after he did some sort of energy around the egg itself. But with that leaves Amon up first. So Amon, you feel Billie Jean just pull himself from your body, and your vision goes from normal to kind of grayscale to just black.
Yeah.
So what does Billie Jean look like?
I sent a picture in Discord to you guys before.
You're echoing.
I'm echoing.
Oh, I see it.
Am I echoing for anybody else? Alright, so Amon, you're up first. So your vision has gone black. You hear this explosion of glass and fluid that hits onto the ground, and some other noise behind you just flop onto the ground as well. What are you doing from this point?
Damian, your guy's name what?
Huh?
Damian, what's your guy's name?
Carib?
There we go. Listen, there's a lot of names. I can't remember. Carib, I just gave birth, and I can't say.
What do you mean you just gave birth? Where did the thing go?
I don't know. I'm just saying, I can't see, so meaning I don't know where it went, and I can't see.
Draw your weapon and get ready. I think we're under attack.
So, for shits and giggles, I don't have any other weapons. Okay. I pull out my hand axe.
Oh, because you dropped everything else down in the pit. That's right. I forgot about that.
And I go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and I throw it.
Oh, shit. Okay. Roll me an attack at disadvantage, and then roll me... Hold on. So there is 1, 2...
So the first one is an 18.
Uh-huh.
And the next one is a 9.
Okay. And then roll me a d6, please.
Hmm.
2? Okay. So, Carib, as you're telling Amon to go ahead and gear up because it seems like some kind of battle was going, you turn to just kind of take a quick peek at him, make sure you're not sure what he's saying. He can't see. And as you're looking over to check him out, an axe just right in front of your face and goes clear across and smacks the wall, barely 3 feet away from you.
What the hell, man?
You said get ready, and I got ready, and I threw it.
You could have held that thing. I would have told you where to throw it next.
You didn't say that. Hey, can you grab it and throw it back at me? I don't got no.
Quick question.
But don't throw it, just give it to me, because I can't see where it's coming from.
The direction that he threw that axe, would have, since it went behind me, would it have made me turn and see old boy behind us?
I would say yeah. So from the reaction of the axe going like this and you turning, you would catch from the corner of your eye that behind you, you now see a new figure that was not there before, and it is a similar tiefling build than what Amon is, but a little bit smaller, almost childlike compared to Amon's stature.
Boy, where you at? Where you at, baby boy?
Hey, you literally have a demon version of Kid You staring right at me right now.
Where? Where?
Follow my voice past me about how many feet?
Probably about 15 feet behind you.
Anybody got a stick to give me so I can just use it as a...
About 15 feet. So just real quick,
Alright.
I have a hammer. I can hand him a hammer for right now.
Yeah, I mean on your turn, yeah, for sure. Amon, are you? So you throwing your axe?
I'm trying to go the 15 feet gingerly.
So you're gonna try and just walk?
I'm trying to find my baby boy.
Okay. So I would say it's gonna be a very slow walk. Carib, you watch as Amon starts kind of walking towards you because that's the direction he threw the axe, so he's assuming there. And Carib, Amon, you feel just like a hand just kind of touch your hand and turn your body just the angle to the entryway where you came out of, and you kind of go keep walking up a little bit slowly there. It's wet. There's like some kind of fluid that's up to almost your ankle from whatever splash from before, and you're just kind of sloshing a bit, but it's a slow go because you're not sure what's going to be in front of you and what's not.
Who had a wet dream?
And then with that, I'll say now, Carib, it is your turn. You're up next.
Okay. How far is the snake from me?
Snakes, same distance, about 15, 16 feet.
Is the snake just in general the baby, horrible baby is he not baby? He's like teenager, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's so Mon's like 28 or so. You would reckon this one's about like 16.
16.
So you have to take like a quick peek.
All right. So adolescent, more testosterone-filled Amon is over there, and snake is to its right or left, somewhere in that.
The snake is directly in front of it. So it had its hand on the egg that Jack was holding, and so it's like its back is to you completely.
Okay, and we're in combat.
Yes, you are in combat.
Okay, I will
Leave the snake alone. Leave the snake alone. If it ain't worried about you, leave it alone.
Since he's passing by me, can I use a bonus action to hand him at least the crowbar or the hammer? I'm gonna give him the crowbar.
Yeah, you can hand him one of those. Go for it.
So as he's passing by me, I just stick a crowbar in his hand and be like, just swing in front of you. That's all I can give him. I then want to move, and I'm going to fire a crossbolt at baby Amon. For now, that's all I'm going to call him, because I don't know what else to call him yet.
Take a shot.
Baby Amon.
Well, remember, you've known him as Billie Jean, so you would, in your eyes,
Okay,
this
Billie
is
Jean?
Billie Jean.
It's Billie Jean. All right, cool. I can say Billie Jean. All right, I'm taking a shot at Billie Jean.
You don't even know if he's hostile or not. You just gonna take a shot at him.
Dude, he is. You know what?
How about you talk to him?
I'll ready an action, and I'll ask him a question. Can I do that?
Yeah.
All right. Billie Jean, what do you know about my father, and what are you up to? What are you trying to do right now?
Well, really, as you can see, you kind of met your father. He was a little bit of a fool, wasn't he? As far as what I'm trying to do, well, I say let's get a little bit more comfortable, and I kind of feel y'all already. How about that? And he doesn't even turn to look at you. He's still just kind of with his back to you and kind of looking down at the serpent that just kind of splattered out of this egg.
That serpent is bone, right? All bone.
It's an all bone serpent, but it has structure and it's moving.
Leave the fucking thing alone.
Is there any way to tell whether or not that thing or Billie Jean's unholy? What would I use for that?
That would, I guess, unless you have an ability that would allow you to do that would take an action to just kind of general gauge its nature. But
Amon, you're a Bloodhunter, right?
Huh?
I am.
I think you have something that allows
I'm abyssal, and I could definitely my features and traits. Hunter's Bane, which gives me ability to track undead.
The ability you're looking for is Divine Sense. It'll give you the ability to tell if it's evil or not.
Yeah, unless you have like a spell or orb that allows you to specifically get a nature of a specific creature, that's gonna be more of like an insight check. But so I'll allow you if you want to, instead of abstaining, holding your action or readying an action. Would you prefer to do that instead, or would you prefer to ready your action in case something happens. I'll leave it up to you because that is going to take an action to do.
Yeah, they're evil fuckers. I don't care about that. I'm gonna ready my action.
Okay.
I just want to be ready to attack if should they attack, because I posed my question and Billie Jean isn't quite doing anything right now. So yeah.
Nah, he seems more preoccupied on that.
He gives no fucks about what you're saying.
At the end of your turn, the snake is going to go and make its turn. It kind of, you watch as it almost like is following Billie Jean's general sense or his energy, and you watch as it kind of like scans the room and looks at everybody, and for a moment you see the various spines from the dairy where muscle should be and holding onto this like elongated rib cage that goes all the way down. You see the various spines every now and then just kind of like twitching and almost expanding, and within your eyes as you're watching this, it seems, not by much, but seems to be growing a little bit as it's kind of staying there and just getting a general sense. It goes from more of a structure like this to widening and then widening a bit more. But that's going to be its entirety. It's not going to move. It's not going to do anything else. From there, it is going to be Amelia's turn, and she's going to go more to. She's going to make her move and move over towards you, Amon. So you hear some splashing to the left side of you coming up, but she lets you know, Amon, it's me. And her breath is still dragging. She's still almost exhausted. And even as she like grabs your shoulder and tries to squeeze it to kind of help guide you whatever's going to be happening next, her grasp is very weak. Even for what you would imagine a female's grasp when you're you to be, it's extremely weak. And that's going to be her full movement and action. She seems to be more of just making sure you're okay and readying anything needed to kind of cover for you. And then we'll jump into, from there, it's Billie Jean, because the other two people rolled so low. So low. So Billie Jean, you guys watch as he begins kind of like crack his neck, and he's looking at the servant form and goes, like I said, let's get a little bit more comfortable. And for those that can see, and especially Jacko, since you are basically face to face with this entity that you looks like Amon to an extent, shorter, younger, kind of longer hair that's down, and his arms are covered in various carvings that resemble almost type of like a tattoo design, like a tribal design, but it's carved into the flesh itself, almost like scarred. And you watch as he kind of does like this little hand gesture, and some of the carvings on his flesh glow, not grow, and blocks around each of you begin to shift and move, and the layout of from where you guys were, where it was this long hallway into this room, it all shifts, and the entire castle, you hear bricks moving and things dropping and reshifting and realigning into place, to where you are all now in front of him, as he is up on this makeshift kind of pedestal that he has now rearranged for him, sitting on this stone and bone throne, looking down at each of you while the snake is kind of wrapped at its basin. And he looks down and goes, well, now to answer your question, really my purpose was to get to this, my perfected creation. As you can see, my previous vessel there is well, he was one of those trial and error defects, I guess you could call him. More of a makeshift kind of test version 1-2 model. Didn't quite pan out, but with this, I am perfected, and I can reclaim.
You ungrateful son bitch.
Well, technically, you're the ungrateful one, seeing as how I created you in the first place. Truth be told, and again, like I said, Carib, as fun as our previous talks have been, your father was a fool. He decided to align himself with the
Surrogate daddy.
With the
Can I get my side bag? This kind of for the birds.
Unfortunately, it was a cost of me evicting myself from your body. Like I said, you are an imperfect model.
Alright, y'all guys kill him.
And like I was saying, Carib, your dad decided to align with the previous king, which was quite foolhardy because he took upon himself so much stress, so much pain for no reason, because he still died by the hands of his own son, evidently. Quite sad and tragic, but a fool's life is a fool's life, I must say. But if there's anything else you wish before we go ahead and proceed with everything else, please, I will allow each of you one more round of whatever kind of question you like to disperse. Deals, questions, it don't matter. And he gestures to the two of you, Jacko and Mr. Zero. You guys can decide which of you are going to go first. You guys got the exact same role. So you guys can decide who goes first.
You can go first, Will.
Come on, sorry, ready?
No, you go.
Rock, paper, scissors, come on.
All right.
Ready?
Rock.
Paper, scissors, shoot. We gotta go good. I'll go first.
All right.
I'm not gonna make.
Yeah, you go first.
You're a cheater. Alright. So I'm just gonna ask a question. I'm like, I look at Billie Jean, and I kind of eye him, and I the snake. Does the snake look like a snake, or does it look like more draconic?
Oh no, it's definitely serpentine. So if you were to give your best guess from the way its body flanges out in certain areas, it would almost resemble a cobra, but just skeletal.
I asked Billie Jean, I say, is there any way that we could resolve this peacefully without any need of this nonsense?
You know, that is a quite great question, because as you see, I haven't really resorted to any sort of nonsense or violence yet, but from what I gauge from you, from our brief encounter, how about a gamble?
Go on.
If you would like to take odds, I'd be more than glad. You can choose even or odds, but your companion will have to choose if you accept the gamble.
What kind of gamble are we talking about? I don't just make any deals with any demons.
Well, that's the difference there. I'm not quite a demon, really.
Ancient being, old soul. I've dealt with all of them. Whatever you are.
Really, this is really to help you. You can either, take a gamble, which might work out a little more in your benefit. As you can see, my companion here is a little bit malnourished. So with your gamble, you can either everybody makes it out, or some don't make it out. But the gamble is yours to choose.
Would you allow me to add conditions?
Sure. What conditions do you propose?
And the condition that we win, you answer all our questions?
Roll a persuasion check, please.
Oh, hell yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to go into all our fucking worlds and find which one I can do this on. There we go. That is a 20.
Dirty 20 or not 20? Alright. If y'all do win, I have no problem answering questions. As you can see, I've been quite front with all.
Excellent. What did you have in mind?
Like 40-20. There's like 46 here.
Huh?
He kind of withheld some things a little bit. Goddamn, you goddamn liar. Both of you.
What have I withheld from you?
Yeah, I don't trust either one of you.
He's, like I said, he's a little bit of an imperfect vessel, so he has his flaws.
Yeah, he wasn't saying that when you were leaving me.
I find him completely fascinating. And I'm more fascinated by you.
I accept your proposal. However, your companion will have to choose evens or odds.
Alright, Jacko. You've been my right-hand man. Go ahead. You roll for it.
Odds.
Yes.
Odds
That's what I was
what you
hoping
chose?
for. Lucky odds.
Shit, I dropped one of my dice. Hold on.
I just lost $600 on Vegas when I was in Vegas 3 weeks ago, so I should be good. I've lost all my bad luck. It's all just expunged. We should be good.
So it
It was
was.
more than that in Vegas.
Yeah.
No. This is other good.
I
And my
gained more
dignity.
than that.
And
in
my
Vegas.
You gained something? Oh man.
So odds was it? Just hold on.
So we use my dice. Damn it.
One second.
Math. Strikes again.
No, math was done. There's just more that needs to happen. Okay.
I think we need to get out of here.
So,
And since I can't see, I'm gonna rely on you.
so Jacko, as you say odds, you watch as Billie Jean, he simply nods and he begins moving some of his hands again. You watch some of those carvings in his arms light up, and some more of the bricks up above kind of begin moving, and you watch as just one big one just kind of drops about 10 feet in front of all you guys. Not any in danger of it falling on you, but drops so that way each of you guys can see it. And you watch as it does indeed land on odds, just like you called. And in doing so, can everyone roll me a perception check, please?
Perception?
Yes.
I actually do not remember what that perception is.
15.
I think I have shit perception.
15.
Oh, yeah. I just want to be clear.
Shit, I have good perception. Thank God.
Wait,
What character has shit perception? I know one of them does. Was 13.
13. All right.
Oh, I forgot I have expertise on my fucking shit. Or not expertise. I have a. I have like a
Advantage?
proficiency thing where I add like half my
proficiency?
proficiency to everything.
Yeah, you had. I think you had like a press.
14.
14.
So everything I have is added +1. I think so. 14 is my total.
Okay. And Amon, what did you have?
yeah.
12.
I gotta read it my fucking bard again.
Okay. So you guys, with the room rearranged, you guys are lined up almost in the order you guys went. So you have Mrs. Zero all the way to the left. You have Jocko. You have Amelia, Carib, and then Amon at the end. And as these things rumble, you watch as Billie Jean from up top smiles and goes, "Congratulations, you won." And in that moment, Carib and Jocko both notice, but not enough time, as the bricks and stones that are beneath you guys begin to also move as everything else is moving, and there are some protrusions. You guys aren't sure if they're bones, if they're just general rocks reformed, or what they could be, that immediately jut up, and Mr. Zero and Amelia are skewered. Mr. Zero, you feel not at the moment that as you're excited that you guys have won this gamble, there's an immense pain that comes into your back, and once you feel it enter, it's a single solitary spike that juts into your flesh, and the moment it enters, it begins to spread and continues to spread, and you're watching as at that moment your veins are beginning to swell as blood is being pushed to the very precipice of your skin, and spines and thorns are beginning to jut out, and you can feel even pressure up to your neck. I need you to immediately make a death save, please.
Death save? Damn, okay. Death save, I will use constitution checks? Constitution save? Sorry? No?
No, death save is just D20.
Is it D20?
Yep, if you get a
Yeah,
10
I
or
think
higher,
it's-
10 or higher is a save.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah. Alright. Where the hell am I? Oh, there it is. Okay. 21! That one.
Nat 1.
That's
That's
two fails.
2 immediate fails. So, in this moment, but
I would suggest stop rolling on whatever the hell you're rolling immediately.
I thought all your rolls get a +1.
Not all my
Not death
rolls. I believe it's
saves.
only my
Death saves get no bonus to
ability.
it. It is a straight D20 for it.
Well, it was nice for you to come out this evening, but you're possibly going to make an exit soon.
For the,
man, shit happens.
For the purpose of this check, with your nat 1, Jocko, you watch as the best friend that you've made over these last few years is obliterated. His very essence is scattered across this entire fucking floor plan that you guys are at. You feel his own hot blood splash up and bite you in the face. And as you realize that you saw what was coming but didn't have the sheer enough time to react, your friend lays there suspended with whatever thorns and skewers through him, virtually crucified before you. Its blood drips from him and drops onto the ground.
God damn it, Jocko. You had one job.
Carib and Amon, you watch as Amelia is similarly skewered as well. Not to the point where she is obliterated, but she is, if she does not get some assistance immediately, she's not going to last another 30 seconds.
So is Zero dead?
Zero's dead.
He still got one save, doesn't he?
Not anymore, I don't.
For this specific check, it went to, because even an odds was a gamble, it was immediately a kill shot with an opportunity with a death save to immediately save and hold on or be obliterated. But because you got a nat 1, homie is crucified.
Like Mr. Jesus.
And with that, it's Amon. You have no clue. You hear something splatter as it's now your turn. You don't know what the fuck just happened. You felt rumbling. You heard Amon say y'all won.
Oh, it's my turn.
I would probably yell, no!
That's true because you only. That's true. Hold on, Jacko, because you only said even or odds. So yeah, you still have. I'll still give you the remainder of your turn.
How far is what's his name? Billy Jean from me.
Billy Jean, from where he's sitting on his throne right now, is about 25 feet.
25 feet?
Mm-hmm.
With a snake wrapped around the bottom of it.
Correct. And he's looking down at you guys. So he basically built himself like a mini staircase up to his throne, looking down at you guys, with the snake wrapped around the base of his throne right now.
Okay. So I'll move forward 5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll make a lunge. I'll move forward. He's 20 feet from me?
25.
25 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, I'm going to move forward within 10 feet.
Okay.
So I'm within 10 feet of him, and I'm going to make attack against him. So I've already rolled my damage, but I'm going to actually I've already rolled my attacks because I did it early just to save time. But I'm going to add since Will just died, I'm going to add a trip to it. So that's another D8 bonus damage. So that's a 6. And he makes a strength saving throw. My attack was so I got a 18, which turns into a 24. And I got 18, which turns into a 24. And my other attack was a natural 20, which turns into a 26.
Now, are you casting something, or are you going at it with
No, I'm swinging.
weapons?
I'm swinging my
Gotcha.
bat.
Okay. All right. So he has to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah, so he needs to make a strength saving throw. I believe it is. a 13 he's got to make.
13.
I would assume that's just matched against 10 plus my strength modifier.
Yeah. So he rolled a 12 plus 5. She got 17 total for a strength save.
Okay, so he doesn't trip, but he does the extra damage anyways. So my damage was a 14 on 1 and 21 on the natural 20.
So total of 35 damage that you did?
Yeah, if that's what they add to.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you run up, and in this blind fear of having your best friend obliterated before you, you extend your arm to the furthest capability it has, and you watch as Billie Jean doesn't even move as you make your two attacks, and both of them land furiously. One on his collarbone, the other one smack dab in his face for that crit that you did. And on both hits, he seems completely unfazed. He just looks at you. You can see that it hit, and you can see where some bruising hit him. But his reaction, there is no reaction from it as you hit him.
Okay. That's not cool.
So, I had an action readied.
Yes. What were you ready for?
Well,
Run, bitch! He's gonna kill you!
is there any way that I could use a potion to heal Amelia before she dies?
Sure. Yeah, I'll say that with your action. Go for it.
Or is she dead, or is she?
She's on death's door. She needs something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She needs some milk.
So if I gave her a potion, would that give her what, 1 HP? Or
Well, what potion do you have?
I have a potion of healing.
Is it the one you got from that merchant?
No,
This shaky one.
It's the real potion of greater healing.
The real one?
Yeah.
Oh, that you bought from Blackbird. Gotcha. Yeah. Go ahead and roll. It's a regular potion of healing, so it's 1d4.
Yeah, I believe so. Let me check real quick. Bum, 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 bum. You regain 4d4 plus 4. It's greater healing.
Oh, okay. So yeah, go for that. Roll it.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll. So that's 7 plus 4, which is 11.
Okay. So you go ahead and in this moment, as Jocko runs up and just wails on Billie Jean, you take the opportunity while Billie Jean doesn't seem to notice you, feed Amelia a potion in hopes of healing her, and it does. You watch as life begins to flow back in her cheeks and her wounds begin to heal. However, they're healing around the spines and things that are protruding from her flesh.
I couldn't pull her off.
Whenever we rip her off, she's gonna get inflicted.
You get one action. You get either heal or rip her off. And you chose heal.
Right. No, you're right. I did not think that the spikes were that. And how embedded in her are they?
So similar to how it was with Mr. Zero, it went in from her back and protruding, and then you watch as from this one entrance, it just began to almost like veins or tree roots. It just began to spread, and it's protruding in various parts from her. Its sole purpose is to make her bleed out. So you've stopped her bleeding out. You've been able to heal her to the part where she's not at risk of death currently, but her wounds have healed around these thorns currently. And she's still technically speared and semi in this crucified state. However, she isn't dying.
Okay.
So you made her into Jesus.
But with that, Jocko, that was your movement, your action. That was everything, correct?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries, you're good. So, Mon, you're back up top. It's your turn now.
This was fun and everything, but I just forgot I left the oven on the boat, So I'm gonna go back the way.
You can't know where you're going.
Carib, which way is that?
Does Carib even see while he's watching Amelia heal around a cage of thorns an exit?
He can't see. He is
No,
blind.
I'm talking about, does Carib, do I see
Carib.
any exit at this point?
I would say right now you are not aware or kind of paying enough attention to the fact that you witnessed this happen and then Amelia fed her blood, so you have not had that opportunity to look around just yet.
Get back here and help me. That's all I'm gonna have to say.
That's not what I asked you. See, this is the problem with the kids today. They don't follow the simple damn directions. Hey, Billy, where's the exit?
Well, I mean, it's where you came in from, really.
You know what, you son of a bitch? You know I'm blind. I can't see directions. Please.
You asked and I shall deliver. You asked me a question. I'm glad I could answer your question truthfully.
See this why I hated you while you was in me, out of me. Your mother was a whore.
I mean, I guess.
Carib, where is this son of a bitch at?
Technically, I can't respond because I was.
So, Amon, what else are you doing?
Is this still the same day I made the deal with you for the monkey?
Yeah, you would control the monkey.
Monkey, point me in the direction. Turn me into the direction where the goddamn people are.
People or the exit?
So you watch as where did you keep the monkey? Is he just kind of like ready to poof out whenever, or would he have been like?
If I remember correctly, the monkey was with Amelia.
Amelia. So did it get impaled too? God damn it!
No, it was fine. It was fine.
God damn.
It freaked out as different things were kind of started like growing out of her a little bit, but he moved around a bit, so he's fine. So there's a monkey glowing on top of Amelia right now. So you call for the monkey to point you into the right direction.
To turn me into the direction.
To turn you.
I'm gonna use the monkey as my eyes.
Got you. 1 second.
Monkeys have dark vision? Is the question.
Don't think so. But it's decently lit to where you guys can see. It's not like dark or anything like
Listen, when y'all were pulling y'all bullshit out y'all ass, I didn't say anything to disrupt you guys. Let me use the damn monkey to see.
So the monkey hops down. He's come to you since he was told to listen to you. He grabs onto your sleeve and he begins tugging you into a direction.
Thank you, monkey.
And you can hear he is frantic about it.
Alright. Point my right arm to the snake thing.
It is the direction it was pulling you in. It stops and you can feel it frustrated and wanting to keep pulling you in that direction, but it turns your body back in the same direction you were facing before towards the snake.
Hey man, I was already facing that. Then why you move me anyway? All right, I'm gonna go mealy back to it. I'm gonna throw the crowbar.
You're gonna throw the crowbar?
Throw it?
At the snake. Oh no, everybody gonna die here. Let's die in a ball.
Roll with disadvantage.
Why is it disadvantage? The monkey aimed my arm for me.
No, he pointed in the direction of the snake.
I just said move my arm to the direction of the snake.
To the direction of the snake. He pointed in the direction of the snake. Absolutely.
My arm. I said my arm.
He pointed your arm. Fine.
Exactly. So I'm gonna still have the fucking muscle and go that same
Correct.
direction.
He pointed your arm in the direction of the snake. Roll a disadvantage.
So why is that disadvantage?
You're blind.
Some of the greatest martial artists were blind.
You're not a martial artist. You're a rogue.
He could be like Daredevil, and he can see the world on fire.
Not in the first 10 minutes of him being blind. He can't.
You don't know that.
I know.
Are you a blind person? Are you a blind
Are
person?
you a blind person, Will?
Close your eyes right now. Are you able to see where you are?
I can't because I'm in my chair. Here's my keyboard. Here's my monitors. Here's my camera.
He's like Daredevil. Why don't you understand that? Ah.
Roll a
I get
disadvantage,
it,
Jay.
Jay.
What'd
I
you
get
get?
where you're coming from.
What'd you
I
get?
did.
6. One was a 13, one was a 3.
So the monkey points your arm in the direction of the snake. However, you did not specify to angle at the snake. So you chuck the crowbar and it goes straight into the basin of the stairs that lead up to where the snake action is. He pointed in the direction, you threw it.
So I threw it down the stairs.
No, at the base of the stairs that lead up to the throne, where the snake is currently
Where the
wrapped around.
snake? So I'm not even in the room?
You're in the
Yes,
room.
you're in the same room.
You're in a room, and there's a little stair up to a throne that's overlooking exactly where you're at.
Alright, you know what? Monkey, point me in the direction. I'm using my full movement to get the fuck up out of here. Monkey!
He eagerly points you, begins pulling you in the direction that he was frantic about before. How
Alright,
far?
I'm going my full movement.
Full movement? You walking, you running? You walking, you running?
I'm walking.
You're walking, okay.
I'm walking.
How, and what's your full movement? I just need
30 feet.
30 feet? Okay. So you as you're getting closer to wherever the monkey has pointed you, it's getting more and more frantic and excited, trying, and it's tugging on your arm. You don't get the full weight of wherever it is leading you. However,
He's taking me to the dead body of one of his masters.
Carib, you notice that the
God damn
monkey
it.
is leading him to Mr. Zero.
I knew it. You're not original here at all.
He's not
Could've
loyal
been-
to you.
I could've-
You simply want him for a day.
No, he had to listen to me.
Right.
And I said, point me to the direction of the exit.
Correct.
And you're taking me.
the way that he
to the
knows
dead body.
the way that he knows how to exit the island is with Mr. Zero. He is a monkey, Jay.
A magical monkey.
Magical monkey. But a
He is a
monkey,
magic monkey.
Jay. Alright.
I should have went to bed. I should have went to bed. I should have just went to bed. Should have went to bed.
With that, it is the serpent's turn, and Jackal, you're the closest thing to it. It is going to attempt to constrict you. Can you go ahead and roll a strength saving throw for me, please? Or strength or athletics, I guess. I guess
Go
the
ahead.
same thing.
They're the same. So,
Go ahead, Jacko. You're a big dude. Take him.
strength save.
Yes.
Keep the leg, Sawyer.
23.
23? Okay. You watch as this large uncoiling of the serpent, and it throws itself at you, and it smacks into your body, trying to go and wrap around. You feel the different spines of it opening and trying to assist in its grabbing, but you are pissed that your best friend was reduced to what he was, and you break free of it. You're able to push it off of you as it kind of regains its composure. They're not really sure what really to do next. And you watch as it takes more, it's kind of coils back up again around the throne, just kind of trying to keep you at bay, but it was not successful in grabbing you. With that, Amelia is, let me see if she's conscious. She is not conscious to take her turn. So with that, it will go to Billie Jean. Billie Jean is going to go and look at you, Jocko.
I was out before Billie Jean.
Carib was after me, so I don't know how you get to all the way there.
You were at 10, that's correct. I'm sorry. It was,
Ooh.
yep.
So my action is to carefully, while there's attacks and stuff happening up there, and that has Billie Jean's attention, I'm going to go over to Mr. Zero's body, and I'm going to use a search action to carefully, not trying to engage any of the spikes, to make sure that I'm ready to, as my bonus action,
Jump out of the
ready
way.
to dodge if I have to. But I'm going to use my action to search him for his weapons and his items, because he's dead, and I'm going to, sorry old chap, one time for him, mimicking his kind of speech, I guess.
Perfect.
Okay. Roll. All right. So let me see. Okay. Roll investigation real quick.
Do you want me to send you my items, John? Or are you gonna give them like your own?
Yeah,
items?
send me your items.
So my first roll was 19,
Good shit.
and my second roll was 16.
Okay.
Good shit.
I know he has a gun on him, and I know he has some trinkets on him. That guy was loaded with shit.
So he has a dagger and he has a gun. He has 2 undescriptive potions. And then you find this odd bottle that kind of has this different, like, weird sculpted stones and like a weird, like, mushroom cap onto it. And it just says on this kind of dirty label, Artuk, around it.
Okay. So I have the gun, I take the dagger, I take the potions, I quickly stash them, and I have the gun at my hip. And I'll yell out to him, Amon, I got a better weapon for you if you want to fight.
It depends. I'm not in the mood for the shit no more.
It's a big gun.
You know what? I always liked you. You know, you were always cool with me. I guess I got around to you.
And if I have some
Fighting's the best option, guys.
and if I have some movement left, since he basically brought the monkey brought Amon right to Mr. Zero, right? So I don't have
He's
I don't
from
have
like
to
5
use
feet of Mr. Zero.
Okay, so then can I use my bonus action? Since I use my action to search, can I use my bonus action to arm?
Get to that
What are
point
you
where you
arming
want to
him
shoot.
with this time?
Don't throw it this time.
No. I'm
No promises.
gonna give him the gun.
Yeah, give the blind man a gun.
I'm giving the blind man a gun.
Okay.
This is gonna turn out so well for everyone.
Actually, you know what?
How blind are you in this sense?
No.
Oh, he's
I'm going to give him my crossbow. Take my crossbow. Take this. It's a gun. He's gonna have a gun.
I'm gonna feel it and I'm going, this is not what we do.
Take it. I got an idea.
Okay. Alright, so that's your movement action, bonus action.
Yep.
So with that, that's going to lead, now it'll be Billie Jean.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Jocko, you watch as Billie Jean makes eye contact with you after, striking him twice and his snake attempting to grab you. He looks and goes, well, that wasn't part of the bargain, was it? That wasn't very nice. But it's okay, I'm a lenient being, alright? So I'm not going to hold it.
Didn't we win the bargain?
You won the opportunity to
You
ask me.
you killed him anyways.
You won the opportunity to ask me any questions you like.
No, part of the bargain was of all of us living.
Maybe.
That technically was what we agreed on, but
Well, I didn't outright kill him. I gave him the last chance to survive. That one's still breathing. And he gestures over to Amelia.
You're doing technicalities now, and that's just not a good faith for us to
Well,
do business with you.
I'm not here for good faith. And he goes ahead and swirls a little bit of his hands again. You watch some different of the carvings glow. And where you're standing, Jocko, the stairs just, and you begin to make, you can make a athletics or acrobatics check if you want to try and keep your, stay where you are, or you're going to basically slide down the basin of this stairwell.
I got a natural 20.
Yeah, nat 20 to hold on? Sweet.
Yeah,
So-
here. Let me. You want to see it?
I believe you. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
This is all running on faith. So, Carib, you
we're running
watch.
on faith now?
I mean, I always trust you guys to give me the rolls.
Oh, I'm gonna stop rolling on D&D then.
Roll in D&D. Go for it.
No, I've been doing that. I said I'm gonna stop that.
So, Jocko, you feel as the movement begins to happen and the stairs react begin to basically and create a slope for you to attempt to slide on. And from sheer grit, whatever it is, but you find just the smallest lip to just apply all the pressure on your toes and grip yourself on and just stay within that seam where you don't even slide back. As you look down him square in the face, and he looks and goes, fighting till the end. Well, You know what? I did say I would let all y'all go, didn't I? Okay. And this time a different carving begins to glow on them, and this one's almost more turquoise, kind of like a with like.
What was it?
Turquoise-ish. It's a hard word.
I don't think that's a color.
Turquoise is a color, but
now.
ish is not a color.
It is
The
now.
way you were saying it.
It was so
I like that. I think I know a girl by that name.
There were so many
Turquoises.
consonants. So many
So you remember
consonants.
turquoises in high school?
Turquoise.
Her mother didn't love her.
It is what it is. And the same energy begins glowing around. You would notice this first, Carib. The same energy begins to glow around Mr. Zero's body. His body is glowing around. It begins to glow the same color from behind you. And that's when Billie Jean goes, but with that, I think I'm gonna go and move on to conduct my business finally. So y'all have fun. I'll see y'all later. And you watch as his throne just begins to shift and change, and he stands up, and from behind him there's a hallway that opens up, and he turns with the serpent as well and begins to walk away. Jockey, you would have an opportunity attack, and I would say, Carib, if you want as well, since you kind of were readying for everything, even though you can take an opportunity as well in this case. So I'll give you both an opportunity attack on either the snake or Billie Jean, if you'd like.
Now, is that just an opportunity attack? Just roll opportunity?
Yeah, just regular attack. So roll a d20 and add whatever.
Well, I don't know what the gun...
For now, just use the same mods you would for your crossbow.
Crossbow? Copy.
You said I can make an opportunity attack?
Yeah, you can make an opportunity attack on either Billie Jean or the serpent. Or if, yeah.
I'm breaking up quite a bit, so...
Stop it.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Just to let you guys know.
You can have an opportunity attack, sorry.
I got a 12 plus...
Well, he hit, probably, hopefully. I, on the other hand, rolled a 9, so...
He hit with the frozen screen, so we don't know.
So, not being used to the weight and the mechanics of the gun, you go and line up, and it just... And it throws you
off. His opportunity attack was going to be so strong, it froze the screen. But we wasn't ready for it.
Hilarious. Truly humorous.
There he is. He's back. What'd you roll, Sawyer? You kind of froze up there.
Yeah, my shit's breaking up real bad. I got a 12 plus 6. So
18?
18, and then I got... shit, what was my damage? I forgot. It was a 2 plus 5, so 7.
Okay. So yeah, you land another clean hit on the back of Billie Jean, and once again, you feel it connect, and you see where that bruising is on its body, but he doesn't pay you any second mind as he continues to make his walk down that hallway that he just opened for himself. You do hear Mr. Zero's gun from behind you fire off, and with that noise, you kind of look quick back and hoping Mr. Zero made some sort of miraculous recovery. And you see that Carib is holding his gun. He has missed completely. And Mr. Zero has this odd glow that's kind of coalescing around him at the moment as well. But yeah, Billie Jean he uses his full movement and he walks through, and you watch as each of you watches the hallway begins to just reshift back behind him. And
got it.
But I'm going eeny mighty mo fire.
Should roll a disadvantage and then roll.
Why are you with this disadvantage?
You're blind!
I'm pulling the trigger! It doesn't take much to do that!
You're blind. I'm literally
going eeny meeny miny. Well, the first one's an 18.
Uh-huh.
And the other one's a 10.
You shot yourself.
Plus, what's your dexterity modifier?
A +3.
So it's a 13.
Yes.
Would you have been aiming it straight again, or in the direction that I'm?
I literally just said I'm going eating money fire.
Roll a d4. I'm trying to make this as fair as possible. I'm not going to make you shoot one person over at someone else. A 2?
Yes.
He shot Amelia.
He did shoot Amelia.
I was thinking he was shooting me.
Great.
Roll damage. Damian, what's one of your bolts damage?
1d6 plus 1.
Jay, roll a d6.
3 or 4.
So 4 total? Alright.
Yeah.
At least you didn't kill her.
So you're watching as he's like, eeny, meeny, miny, and he goes like this. Fires off the crossbow and it goes right into Amelia's side, and you can hear kind of wince and do this very guttural kind of noise in pain.
Can I smack him across the back of the head?
Yeah, you guys aren't in combat right now, so yes.
Did I get him? Did I get him?
I'm going to roll an unarmed strike. That's an 18 plus 4, which is 22. And my unarmed strike is super weak, so don't worry about it. It's 2 damage.
The most damage I've gotten all day.
And so I unarmed strike him and smack him literally up across the back of the head. You shot Amelia!
And I go, where you at, Carib? Give me your hand.
I ignore him. I let him fumble around in the air. I ignore him.
Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
I call out to no.
Give me your hand.
You stay right there.
Well, I took the crossbow. I was trying to give it to him, but he didn't want to come, so I just chucked it.
There's something else. Well, that's fine. He chucked it. I'll pick it up later. I'm sorry. I'm forgetting Big Boy's name up top.
Jacko.
Huh?
Jacko.
Jacko's his name? Jacko. Do you have any form of resurrection or healing for your friend here? We have to at least get Amelia off of these spikes.
No, all I got is
the monkey sword.
All I got's my strength. I'm not that well into magic, and as I'm saying this, I'm just gonna get off of the slope that I'm on.
You're gonna slide back down,
and I'll pull out a torch and light it so we have more light in here, so we can actually see.
Yeah, so it definitely gets brighter so you guys can see, and Carib, as you're messing with Amelia, trying to see the best way to try and pull her off, you notice that some of those protrusions that are coming out begin to almost just kind of brutally break apart and slowly turn to dust, and you watch as just her body kind of like drops, and you're able to catch her as whatever speared her simply disintegrates, and you hear. What?
I was gonna say, what about Glowing Man over here?
You hear his body hit the ground. It's you can only assume that something similar has happened to his as well.
Okay. Amon, I know you can't see, but I've got Amelia, and she's super hurt. Can I at least count on you to help me carry her?
Well, of course she's hurt. You shot her with a crossbow.
That's not the story we're going with.
You shot her with a crossbow.
Yeah. By the way, I pull the bolt out of Amelia carefully.
Roll a d4.
God damn it! You just did more damage to her.
It's a bolt.
Oh, I wanted to technically break the bolt, but that's what I meant. But okay, I'll roll a d4.
She gonna die in your hands.
Can I make my way over to Mr. Zero?
Yeah, go ahead.
It was
All right, so
you pull it out, and the little extra kind of blood just a little bit again, and she winces, but she's still kind of out of it right now. So you're not getting any lip service from her right now. But yeah, Jockey, you make your way over to Mr. Zero's body. His body has this odd glow to it as you approach, and it's laying there. The whatever it speared him is broken and disintegrated. It's left him just laying there on the ground.
Can I just check his? I'm gonna check his body. I know where he keeps it. I'm gonna look for the Arctic bottle.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're gonna reach into his. So you're gonna roll over his body to reach into his coat.
It's in my anus.
No, the pendant was in your anus. The bottle was in your jacket because Carib found it, but he left it.
No, I did.
You took the bottle?
I took everything. I took the gun and the bottles.
I made sure to hear that.
I got the bottle with the mushroom. I got the 2 other bottles that are undescript. And
I don't remember hearing the bottle.
I didn't hear that, but it's okay. So, Jocko, as you go to reach through Mr. Zero's belongings, the bottle that you were looking for is not there.
Okay.
Mr. Zero.
Yes.
Roll an attack for me, please.
Oh shit! Oh yeah. Yep. Plus 10, right? Because I'm a monster now. I'm a demon. I'm a god.
Whatever your normal. So this is gonna be more towards like unarmed stuff. So whatever your unarmed stuff is, just add 2 to it.
13, 15.
So 15. Okay. Jocko, does that hit you at all or no?
I do not believe it does.
I don't think it does either.
No, mine's at 18.
Gotcha. So,
a 16 without my shield.
As you're rifling through the coat pockets of Mr. Zero, you realize that the belongings aren't there that you're looking for, and you look over to Carib, who you can only assume at that thing because you heard that he's holding the gun. And as you divert your attention, you feel Mr. Zero's body move. You look back down in excitement, seeing what could happen, and he attempts to lunge and bite at your arm that's currently still slightly above him. You're able to pull it back out of the way just in time. Mr. Zero still is. He looks like a pincushion. He is punctured. Blood is still coming through from various orifices. Veins are crackling with some blackness that are running up to the eyes. And he's feral, and he's trying to basically just bite at you and grab at you right now.
Okay. Can I grapple him and pin him?
Yeah, so since he's already on the ground, you can do a strength with advantage since he's already laying down, basically.
I'm gonna walk into.
Oh shit!
He went to rifle through Mr. Zero's coat, and Mr. Zero tried to bite him.
No, because I have advantage. I got a 1 and a 5, so athletics is +6, so it's
11.
11.
So you go ahead and try to drop your weight down on him first, just by using your weight overall, bringing your knee down on top of him and trying to grab what you can. Whatever is causing him to stir now is causing him to be feral and ferocious. So he is thrashing, and you can even just trying to pin him down just to get him to not move as much. You can hear his own bones kind of like stretching and creaking as he's thrashing so violently underneath you, and you're not successful in grappling him.
Okay.
Carib, you hear this whole commotion now as movement is, and you hear. Will I'll let you make whatever noises Mr. Zero makes as whatever he is now.
I mean, zombie noises, I guess. I would assume.
I holster the gun and I draw a mother.
Okay.
You could get the gun if you got mother.
No. And I look over at Jacko and I asked him, I said, I have the, I know you're trying this, your friend, and I understand if you want to bury him whole, but I could end it if you'd like.
Keep him, sword. Keep him.
Can I back away from Will?
Keep him, sword. Kill him.
So you're gonna back away from him?
Yeah, can I back away from him?
He's gonna let him do it.
Yeah. Mr. Zero, you get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
19.
That hits.
Hits. All right, Mr. Zero, how do you attack him?
I just scratch him. A little scratch. A little claw scratch. He's a cat. Like an angry hissing cat.
Roll
I
a
don't know what my
d6 for
underarm
damage.
shit is.
Roll a d6. D6 plus 2 for damage.
D6.
The game's very ferocious.
1. Gentleman's 1.
So it's a total of 3 damage you take, Jocko. As you go to back away, and Mr. Zero reaches and scrapes at your ankle as you take your step back from him.
But I like to paint my nails with cobra blood. So, is there a paralyzing?
So, Jocko, you're pretty used to it, so you're fine. He scratches you all the time with his cobra blood. You're fine.
All right, so
I rolled my attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say I'd prefer him to not be dead, but sure.
Okay.
Have at it.
Kill him.
I already rolled my blood. I licked Mother. She ignited, and
Kill him.
yeah,
She ignited, huh? You licked her?
I licked Mother. And she ignited, bro.
So you lick him
and I rolled 17. Does that hit?
Oh, it absolutely hits, and you're so used to this motion of you just going through and making your strike that you didn't realize that when Mother ignited, she did not ignite in the normal radius that you're used to. She ignited in a more sickly greenish black color as you bring down the blade on top of Mr. Zero, cleaving it. And you watch as whatever this black essence was, it begins to spread out, and it's in that moment that you can see. Shut up, Milo. That
Their kid?
that's my dog.
No.
Oh, okay.
That some of those shadowy figures that you noticed before, the figures are standing over Mr. Zero's body, and you can see that one of them is guiding your blade down onto Mr. Zero.
Ooh,
But it is not your normal radiance that you're used to.
that's interesting.
Went to the baseball park and living in my dream.
So
I'm sitting here
is Mr. Zero a problem anymore?
See what?
Is Mr. Zero a problem anymore?
No, you've bisected Mr. Zero, and this energy from Mother has spread out and begin to consume his flesh, slowly killing him for a second time.
People dying, people living. I'm just sitting here blind. Sitting here blind, sitting here blind.
Oh, he's completely obliterated now. There's no way.
He's cleaved in two, and there's like energy markings that have now like.
Yeah, so nothing short of some really powerful magic's gonna fucking get him back, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
And man.
Okay.
Find the one ring of wishes within my entire ring of wishes chain of.
Do you have a ring of wishes? I asked Jacko if he knows any way to save you.
The only one that would have an inclination of which ring would be the true ring would be Amon. If he could see. Because Billie Jean gave you his vision before. No. Is
it a magical torch?
Your torch can't fix his eyes.
Oh, Amon, Billie Jean did show you something glowing on him.
Billie Jean gave you sight before. You saw glowing from him. But you never found out what it was. And in this moment...
Where's the bottle? Did you get the bottle off of him?
Yes, I took everything. I didn't know what might be able to save him. Do you know if any of these, and I hold all 3 bottles, not trying to conceal anything. Do you know if any of these will heal either Amon or Amelia? Since
Get the butterfly from the bottle, Sawyer.
Do I know? Do I know what the other 2 bottles are? Do I have any idea?
You know, one is a greater health potion. You know, the other one is a concoction that Mr. Zero normally kept, but he never explicitly told you what it is. It was just his breaking case of emergency bottle.
It's semen, Sawyer.
So I'm gonna point to that one. I'm gonna say maybe that one, but I'll take that one, and I'm gonna point to the mushroom one.
Are you sure?
Hold on, hold on. Am I hearing any?
Yes, you're hearing all of it. Yeah.
So the emergency one, give it to Mr. Zero. The other one, give it to me.
Okay, hold on. So, Jacko, you want the which one?
The Artuk bottle, the one with the mushroom.
The mushroom. So I hand him the mushroom bottle. The other one, which one of these I can give to blind man walking over here? And which one can I give to my friend to help her heal?
Oh, I'm just a blind man. Just a blind.
Well, that one right there is a greater healing.
That is a cure blindness, right?
I don't believe so. It cures injuries.
Or from the grave.
The other one, I have no idea what it does. It's some concoction that Mr. Zero created.
Correct. Baby, I'm just gonna do what I do, baby. I'm just gonna do what I do.
So you know, keep a jar of horse semen for good luck. Always.
Yeah, definitely pour the extreme emergency one on Mr. Zero, because if it is horse semen, he's just dousing himself in regular bathwater for him.
Yeah, man. My character likes to race horses and
Listen, I'm not
he always bet on the right horse, and whenever that horse won, he needed to keep a little essence of the winning horse.
Listen, I'm not saying anything.
Quick question for the DM. That greater potion of greater healing, he identified it. I already know what it is. I'm going to keep that one. So I'm adding my potion of greater healing.
So the one potion that you gave immediately before, you now have it back, basically.
Right.
So you're not gonna give her another one to help her.
She is stable. We need to get out of here still. So that might be better to just wait and find out who really needs it.
The other one,
She's a healer.
Carib, if you want to do an Arcana check on it to try and identify what the other, in case of emergency potion, is.
I will do that. So in case of emergency potion, my first roll was 21. My second roll is 18. So
an 18. Okay. So
I have advantage. So
you extend your consciousness and energies out to this thing. It is not horse semen.
It's unicorn semen.
It is a makeshift version of liquid restoration.
Oh.
So you can bring it back.
Sure. Liquid restoration. So his body is in half and kind of sizzling away. So if I pour this on him, he would come back with 1 HP.
And possibly dying, yes.
Theoretically.
Or pour it in him.
So again, restoration is different from revivification. Just want to make that up. It's liquid restoration. However, use it as you feel free to.
I would know what restoration means, and without me looking up what restoration does, if I can identify it, then I know what it does. You would have an
understanding that liquid restoration, being its kind of own man-made concoction, is supposed to mimic the effects of what a greater restoration would do, which would be to, kind of break off specific curses or relieve specific ailments. However, it does not have any type of revivification properties.
You don't know that.
So,
the unicorn semen can only do so much. Well,
so the restoration.
Voldemort was alive.
So the restoration would heal blindness, but it will not give back hit points.
Potentially, yes.
It might.
Can you give me my sight back?
You're not sure what afflicts Amon, but knowing what restoration does, that would potentially be the best chance. But yeah, there's no revivification properties.
I'll put it in Amon's hands. Like, this might work, maybe. I put it in his hands.
And then splash.
Drink the horse semen. I mean, the unicorn.
The whole thing.
Splash it on your face.
Nah, I drink it.
Very white liquid. Crystal-like.
He drinks it.
You
Pearly.
so as you're
Somebody
drinking
describe
it,
it.
this burns your throat, and it's not just like a general like knockback potion. It thoroughly coats your mouth and throat as it goes down, and it burns. But you begin to feel a light warmth that's kind of creeping on your eyes, and Jacqueline and Carib, you guys watch as there are these kind of veins that begin to extrude around his eyes, and the filmy glossiness on his eyes kind of goes away. And Carib, your sight goes from black to just shades of gray currently, so you can see
Amon?
again. Amon, I'm sorry.
Amon?
You're not seeing normal again. You're not seeing colored high def. You're seeing shades of gray, and like you can see Carib, and you can make out that it is Carib in front of you that just handed you this potion, but he is a little foggy, and it's all grayscale.
All right.
So I look at him and I said, I could see you. Come here, bud. You're an ugly mother. I'll slap him and I walk and I turn around.
He can try.
Hey.
Foggy ass glasses. Foggy eyes can't see me. He ain't slapping shit.
He literally just said, I can see you. It's foggy, but I can still see you.
You ain't slapping shit.
But he has 0%
And I turned around and I walked away.
You can roll if you want to see if you make contact with that one. I'll oppose that bitch. Well,
there wouldn't be an oppose. It would just be him AC wise. But if he wants to roll to slap you,
Hey,
he rolled a 6. He rolled a 6. That shit hit nothing but air. I felt.
Roll!
Huh?
Roll, motherfucker!
Roll what? A D20?
Hey, shut your ass up.
Roll a D20 against that 6? That little wiki ass 6? Didn't even meet my armor class? I'll roll just for fun. See if I walked into it. Aha, got a 6. You didn't even meet it. There you go.
Well, you're 6 and my 6 because you just said you walked into it. That's a 12.
No. I said I'll roll a 6 if I would roll beneath
Walk into it. Your words was I'm gonna roll to see if I walk into it.
And I did not.
That's a 12. That's smack.
Whatever.
But whatever.
Moving on. So
nobody's here to listen to you.
I'm glad that's settled.
So now that I have somewhat vision back, can I see do I know where that chainmail is?
You can see the corpse that's bisected with some weird energy coming off of it now that matches Amon's sword.
You mean Carib sword?
Carib sword. Fucking A. Why am I getting you guys mixed up today? But yes.
I want to grab it.
Grab what?
The bisected vest.
Yeah.
Or the chain.
You want to rifle through the body that's currently... Okay. Roll me an investigation check.
Mm-hmm. 13.
So as you grab onto the body to begin to pull it around and search for this chainmail, you take 9 points of this necrotic damage that.
That's fine.
Okay, it goes up through your palm and it stings. It burns your blood as you're there, but you're able to go and flip through the body, and your investigation was what?
13.
13? Okay. You pilfer through and roll me d6.
Doing these D6.
I'm trying to help you out because again,
It's a 6.
It's a 6. All right. You find 6 rings that are a little bit more. You realize that the entire chainmail is made out of rings, but there are 3 that have these gems and sort of designs in them that you were able to find. So you have 6 options.
And I poisoned
6 options for what?
To do with what you want. You find 6 rings within this armor that are more nicer looking than the rest.
Fair warning, 5 of those are cursed.
I'm fucking scared, but what do they do?
You don't know.
Can I do another investigation check to see if I figure out what they do?
You can roll Arcana.
Jesus, because they're sickering! Sickering!
You can always ask me. You can always ask
I'm
me.
good. An 11.
An 11? You're not sure what these rings do or why someone would have armor made of rings. It doesn't really make sense. It doesn't sound like it's really going to protect anything. And clearly it didn't, because he got cleaved in fucking half. But he was collecting them for some reason, and
With no AC check.
something has to happen. But you're not sure what the rings do.
Is there a clear? Can I do a perception to see? Is there a clear exit out of here?
Yeah, you guys see once. There was always an exit behind you guys. The exact same way that you guys came in. That first hallway with the grand doors that led out that you guys had come in from.
All right.
Grab one of the rings and I look at it and say, what the fuck should I do with these? Bring Mrs. Zero back to life.
Okay. So the 6 ring options. All right, so your 6 ring options, they have the gems on them. The designs on each one are different. So to just easily identify them, there's one with a bear, one with a monkey, one with a stork, one with a horse, and one with a... Why did I write monkey twice? Shit. One that has some type of like serpent on it, some type of dragon. Which of those rings do you grab?
Monkey.
And you said bring Mr. Zero back?
To life.
Wait, which one did he choose? Which one did he choose?
He chose the monkey ring.
Oh.
So I'm going to just make this completely fair. 3,
What did I just do?
You fucked up. I have no idea.
So you feel the ring get kind of tingly a little bit as you're holding it, and you watch as even with your black and kind of grayscale vision, it kind of lights up for a second. It sputters, and you feel a kickback from it. But Mr. Zero doesn't come back to life. You're unsure of what effect just happened.
Do I see this?
Yeah,
So something happens, but nothing happens.
Correct. There's an effect that takes place that you're unaware of, but Mr. Zero does not come back to life.
Jacko.
Yes.
What is he messing with over there? And I kind of point at Amon, who's I don't know, holding a keychain of rings or something. What are those?
Mr. Zero was looking for a ring of wishes, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you were wishing?
I don't believe he ever. I don't believe he ever found one. As far as I know.
Amon, why did you go right for those rings?
None of your business.
Listen, we just got our asses slightly kicked here, and I'd like to know if
I was fine during that whole fight. You guys got your ass kicked.
Says the blind. Says the
I
blind
did
man who
more
shot his
damage-
partner. To Amelia. You did more damage to Amelia than anything else.
Technically, I did more damage to myself than anybody's done to him. But, alright. So, do I not know what happened? Yeah. You're like...
Not at this point in time. You know something happened, but
Something
you're not
happened.
sure.
I know my mom's like...
Do you want a hand with that?
No, I'm okay. Thank you.
Can I see the rings from where I'm at?
Yeah, you'd just be holding random rings.
I'll put them in my bag.
Well, before he does that, can I do an Arcana check on that?
You
I
can
put
do
them in my bag.
a quick perception check.
Quick perception.
You'd not have been able to really spend the time to expend your energy to
14.
Arcana.
14.
So out of the rings that he put into his bag, the one that he was holding whenever he said this, you're able to identify had some type of symbol of a monkey on it before he mixes it with the others and puts it away.
All right. That gives
Start walking out today. But
that gives me an idea. All right, Amon, before you leave, help me with Amelia. Or actually, Jacko, would you mind? I know that your friend died, but ours is still alive, at least barely. I'm not really the carry the dead body type. Would you mind helping out?
I know your friend's dead, but fuck it, are you still alive? Can you hold her?
That's why I laugh. I know your friend's dead, but mine's not.
It's a practical request.
Oh, this is some fucked up shit. This is some fucked up shit. Hey,
Unless you want to carry his remains.
I'll carry her with her permission.
She's unconscious. She can't give any consent.
He can't pick up without consent. Sawyer, that's his thing. He was a gentleman, so he has to wait for Amelia to wake up.
Amon.
How about we do this? I'll pick her up. Can you hold me? I give you consent.
I can try to carry both of you.
And when he tries to pick up, I throw her on top of him, and we keep this moving.
Sawyer's a gentleman, all right?
It's true. I mean, Jacko wouldn't just let an unconscious woman fall if she's thrown at him. I don't believe.
Yeah, at that point, I guess it's okay.
Is it though, Sawyer?
Yeah.
It's a vague area. I don't know.
I know it's not a reaction, and I know it's like late. Could I use my Curse of the Fallen Puppet on Zero to make him tell me what the rings are?
You could have.
Good.
But he's sliced in half, so I'm assuming his vocal cords aren't going to work.
When he first died and was crucified bleeding, your blood magic would have been wonderful to help out. However, you cleaved him with some dark radiant energy. So no.
For like no reason.
Well, you were attacking your friend.
No reason.
That you look like evil enemy, like an enemy, and an enemy attacking his best friend means. And I even asked your friend, "Do you want me to end it?" And he backed off and said, "Sure."
Looking like an evil Caillou over there.
Didn't I ask you if you had anything to bring him back? Your blood magic. Jesus.
Well, at the time, I'm sorry, I was so concerned with Amelia, I didn't think about blood cursing him.
Have you guys started praying?
Huh?
So again?
Have you guys started praying? It might work.
What?
Bring me back alive, but everybody has to pray.
Oh. I don't think prayer is going to stitch you back up, buddy.
You don't know that.
I have. Hold on. This is exactly. I feel a flashback coming on. I have some rope still, right? Or can I find some rope in the area, or do I still have some rope?
Yeah, from that whole.
He's about to bungee cord your whole body together.
I'm literally going to. Is he still on fire?
It's slowly dissipating as there's just more of a charred remains left.
Cool. The parts that's already charred and kind of whatever. I'm going to try. Is it charred like it's just charred, but it's still solid, right? It's not like charred.
It's still solid. Yeah, it's not ashes. It's just really burnt.
I'm gonna wrap a rope and kind of tie the two halves together, and I'm gonna drag it along with us.
Okay.
Because if I can figure out a way to get the remains back, I'll try to do something. But for now, I'm like, and I'll look over at Jacko and say, at least you'll be able to bury him, if nothing else.
I wish I could turn back time.
You are one with words, huh?
So, Carib, as you reach down and begin tying the rope around Mr. Zero and just kind of binding the two together to be able to kind of lug it like a makeshift,
I'm gonna drag him like a sleigh,
or drag him, however you do it. As you touch his body to rub the rope around, there is that feeling that you have. Your heart begins to have those odd palpitations. It begins to race almost. And there's a cold sweat that comes on. And as you burn in the body, you look up and you can see one of those shadowy figures standing immediately over both of you. And as you're binding the body together and hoisting it to drag, the figure focuses. And you can see that this figure now standing there, where you couldn't really identify any of the figures you've really been, seen or in contact with before, it takes on the form of Mr. Zero. And it stands looking at you, and you watch as its essence, whatever it is, goes into Mother.
Oh my god, do I live inside his sword now? That's amazing.
Okay.
I'm a sword genie.
I'm holding on to Mother. I'm looking at it and I'm like confused and going, "That's new." Interesting. If just from my personal instincts, I'm like, if I have his soul, I don't need his body. If that was his essence, I don't need his body. If I have any body, I could resurrect the soul. I look back over at Jacko. Do you really want this thing, or can I have an idea, but it may come as a surprise later.
So cold-hearted. First it was, my friend's not dead, but yours is. And now it's, do you want this thing, or can I just throw it away?
Let's just get out of here. Dead is dead as far as I'm concerned.
Kill them, Sawyer.
Okay. I pull out real quick. I have this in my inventory. I pull out the little holy water flask. And the holy symbol, and I drop 2 drops on the corpse and hold it over the symbol, and I say, may I see you in another life, and just kind of give him a little passing, like, sorry, brother, and then I kind of get up and go.
Mr. Zero, is there anything you'd like to say back?
Nope. I stay quiet. In the afterlife.
Okay. So you guys all make your way, making your way out. You leave Mr. Zero's body tied up like some kiki form that you leave him in. But doused in holy water and with a holy symbol, you've blessed the body to hopefully be okay as you guys make your way out. Amelia's unconscious. She is still very badly hurt. Even from before come challenge, she still wasn't in her best condition. Jacko, you are heartbroken. Your best friend, the person you had plans with, had adventures with prior, and goals that you worked to, is no longer here. It's a sad walk back to the boat. You guys notice as well that you guys didn't even think about it before when walking out, but there was a horde of skeletons or whatever it was that was chasing you guys before, running up to this building, but they're nowhere to be found. This city is, for lack of better terms, completely dead and vacant as you guys walk through. Even Carib who was seeing oceans of these figures. There's not a single one in sight now.
By the way, DM, on the way out, since I left the body, can I pick up my crossbow back?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, cool. Just make sure.
It takes you a little while to make it back to the boat. And you guys begin your journey back through, passing through that weird molassesy tapioca veil, avoiding any of the watchers or any of the cruisers that come by and kind of keep on. And as you guys are a good distance away from the island, you all hear this odd crackling noise, and when you look back, the veil that was previously invisible until you're right up on it begins to visibly crack and crumble And from this distance, you can now see that the entire island, whatever magic was keeping it at bay, whatever magic was hiding it from the world, is now fully visible. And the island with this large city is present on your horizons as you guys somberly make your way back to the mainland.
I'd like to say this. It's all your fault, Rick. You did all this.
Yeah. You were being ridden like a 2-bit whore.
Hey,
Our entire...
Can I say this? Can I say something real quick?
It was your daddy.
I told you I didn't want to come here. You forced me to come here.
Your dad technically killed my dad and rode you like a whore.
Didn't I tell you I didn't want to come to this island, but you forced me to come?
I had to get answers.
This is all your fault.
You guys bicker a lot for partners. Me and Mr. Zero didn't bicker like you guys.
Hey, look at where that got you, big guy. And look at where it got you. Your blood is dead.
Nothing really dies.
We seen him in 2 pieces. You tried to sew him back together, that didn't work. We know he's dead.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
So it's at this point I want each of you, I'm going to start with Jocko. I want each of you to give a general overview as you guys are wrapping up and making your way back. What's the overall feeling that you feel now, Jocko? How does this leave you?
Jocko,
all the money. All the money.
Jocko is feeling extremely sad and depressed. He's lost his family before, and he thought that him and Mr. Zero had something good, and now he's back to square one. He's probably hitting a bottle pretty hard on the way back. Mr. Zero got him off the booze before, and he's just sad.
He's back on it hard.
He doesn't really know what to do.
Carib, with everything that's transpired, what's running through your mind?
I have more questions than answers. He called my father a fool, but was it because my father stood up to him? Those markings on his arms, did they look familiar to the same markings on my father's arms?
There was...
Same language at least?
So it's less language and more of design. So the design aspects are vaguely similar. But you can tell that each one is more so from what you would guess. Even though they're vaguely similar, each one has more individuality depending on what carvings are on each person.
So I have more questions than answers. I'm a little pissed that Amon picked that flame up to begin with. But I'm sad that Amelia's so hurt. I'm concerned about her. I'm sad that this new guy that I met who came on this journey to help us is lost his friend. And I'm just staring at my reflection in Mother, and I'm wondering, what are all the, what were the implications? What was going on? Like I said, I'm frustrated. I'm confused. I did not get the resolution that I wanted. So I'm ready, and I'm angry, and I'm ready to do more. But first, I'm concerned about Amelia, and Amon. I look over at him and I'm like, he's my pal, but whatever. So he's been a bit of a dick lately.
And lastly, Amon, how did all this leave you?
Knowing I shouldn't came to this fucking island.
You wish you came to the island?
No, knowing that I should have never came to this goddamn. Wishing that people around me that's supposed to be my partner would listen. All this happened because they did not listen. I was I was the main one against going to this island. And what happened when we got to the island? A whole lot of fuckery that we wasn't ready for. Oh, I don't care that he died. My character didn't like him, so I'm okay with him dying. Big guy, I feel bad. Not so much for the guy that got split.
All right. Well, with that, as each of you are deep into your own thought and contemplating where your next steps are going to be, that's where we will end season 1 of Fool's Bounty. Going into unknowns and uncertainties as far as allies and the path ahead.
May it be rough and tough with the Afro puffs.
Yeah.
Oh, it's be rough and tough, all right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I feel a separation coming.
So I definitely want to do a quick shout out to our 2 guests that hopped in for this, which Zolas playing Mr. Zero and Saint of Wisdom for bringing in Jocko. Thank you guys for coming on. Mr. Zero.
Mr. Zero, you were hated. You were hated and loved at the same time.
Hated and loved. We never got to see him flourish, but in all honesty, it's
of course a pleasure. I had fun, you guys.
It was the roll of the dice.
It actually was. There was a whole setup. But
the roll of the dice and John being a shit at the end.
It is what it is. That's how we roll. But we will continue in season 2, so keep an eye out, and we'll see who makes a return and how things are left from there. So for now, goodbye, everybody.
Deuces.
Give me a call.
Let's go.